Hello, everyone. Welcome to the course of World History. I'm Mr. Samuelson. Today, we're going to be focusing on the Great Schism. This is the separation between the Roman Catholic Church and the Eastern Orthodox Church, the two largest branches of Christianity. So, our essential question for the day: why did the Eastern and Western Christian churches split? Let's find out. First, Catholic or Latin Christianity and Eastern Orthodox Christianity. These are the two big branches of many different types of Christianity today. These are not the only two, but they are the two biggest. They were once united. There was just one Christian faith during the Middle Ages. There was one major Christian faith. There were little offshoots. But there was just this one big one. Catholics are centered in Rome, right here. St. Peter traveling over there and establishing a church. And then the Orthodox Church being centered in Constantinople, but also being a little bit more spread out with other centers throughout the ancient world. Now, the Byzantine church-state relationships. In medieval times, the Patriarch of Constantinople, that is the head Christian person within Constantinople, the capital of the Eastern Empire, held a lot of influence through the emperor of the Byzantine Empire. Now, usually the patriarchs and the emperors would work together. They would collaborate. They would kind of be in sync on what they wanted to do. And publicly, they were united. Privately, they may disagree, but they would work out their disagreements privately before they push their agenda out on the empire. When in conflict, though, and there were conflicts, the emperor would hold the supreme authority. So the emperor would dictate what happened. Now, the patriarch is the head of that Orthodox church. Patriarchs hold an authority that is similar to that of an archbishop. That is, they are in charge of a region. Now, in the Orthodox Christian faith, the Patriarch of Constantinople, the person who's in charge of that region, was considered the first among equals. So they're all equals, but the Patriarch of Constantinople has the ear of the emperor, is tied into all the wealth and power and influence of the empire, and therefore was considered not above everybody else, couldn't dictate to them, but was listened to and followed a little bit more intently than the others. But importantly, under the old church, no patriarch had direct authority over other patriarchs. And there were other patriarchs, and they all went by the title of patriarch, except for one. There was one patriarch of the church that used a different title. They called themselves popes. Now, the popes, the patriarch of the Church of Rome, were growing in power and influence beyond that of the other patriarchs. The Western Church is really expanding very rapidly. The popes are using their relationships with Christian leaders throughout Europe to increase their wealth, their power, and they had really centralized their authority. The Roman Catholic Church, based in Rome, was extremely popular and very powerful and very wealthy. And popes used this significant power and influence to further affect European politics and to shape the world around their version of Christianity. Now, when the popes tried to use this power and this authority, when the popes in Rome saw themselves as the supreme authority, the supreme voice in the religion, and tried to tell the other patriarchs what to do, this violated, the history of these other patriarchies. The Patriarch of Constantinople, of Antioch, of Jerusalem, and Alexandria were like, wait. You don't get to tell us what to do. That's not how this works. And the Pope was trying to say, it's not how it used to work. It's how it works now. Now, over time, this became a problem because the popes gained more and more power, tried to assert their authority over the other churches more and more, and the other churches just continued to ignore them. And because of this friction and this distance, and the fact that these four were all in the Byzantine Empire and Rome was outside of it, things started to shift. and different practices started to appear in Orthodox Church versus Latin churches, the Catholic Church. And these different practices started to cause tension. The religion was starting to drift apart. This became official in the year 1054. In the year 1054, the Latin Pope, the one in Rome, excommunicated the Patriarch of Constantinople. That is, the Pope believed it had this authority as the highest position within Christianity. They could kick people out of the faith. They kicked the Patriarch of Constantinople out of the Christian faith. They said, "You are not a Christian. Your practices don't align with my teaching. You're gone." The Patriarch of Constantinople was like, "What? You can't do that. I'm the first among equals here. You're gone. See ya." Okay, well, now they've kind of excommunicated each other. They've kicked each other out of their Christian churches. They're both saying that they're going to go forward with their version of Christianity, forget the other side. And this creates that schism of 1054. Now, it was not the final break between the two Christian churches. They'll try to mend fences and then separate again, and try to mend fences and separate again. But this was the big one. There was no real recovering from this excommunication. So historians use this one as a convenient point to say this is where we started to have not the Christian faith, but Roman Catholicism and Orthodox Christianity. So Eastern Orthodoxy, a little bit about this. It is the second largest branch of the Christian faith today, the first being Roman Catholic. It is primarily practiced in Eastern Europe, the Middle East, and Russia, where there are a lot of Orthodox Christians who still live in practice. There are also, and you can notice them driving around the city, there are Orthodox churches in our area as well, and you can see them around once you know what you're looking for. There are about 300 million practitioners of Orthodox Christianity in the world today. It is a very popular, common religion. All right, that was it for today. I do hope that you learned something and maybe enjoyed the lesson just a bit. I'll see you next time. Farewell.